introduced mammals and introduced exotic trees have had really big impacts on our biodiversity, and we need to control them in order to preserve what's unique to New Zealand. The natives don't recolonise the grassland very fast at all, but the pines aggressively colonise the native grasslands, and once they're established they spread long distances and thicken up really quickly. There's a real strategic element to controlling wilding pines in a regional scale in order to maintain the work that's previously been done and follow up work, and so it's really important to have good operational plans that you get the best bang for your buck if you control them when they're sparse, but you do need to take out those seed sources as well. We also have a range of different infestation densities and a range of different outcomes, and different landowners want different results, so it's really important to have a broad spectrum of tools so that we can confidently use the right tool for the right situation.
My name's Paul Crack. I'm the National Sales Manager for Bayer Environmental Science across Australia and New Zealand. Here in New Zealand we've been working with the Department of Conservation for nearly 3 years now, assessing this herbicide and its effectiveness on Pinus contorta particularly, but across all of the invasive species of pines that they have. So in the wilding pine control program, there's many tools in the toolbox, so to speak. In the extremely high density areas, it's typically controlled by herbicides applied aerially by helicopters. Currently, the herbicide mixture that's used is quite a high rate, so we're looking to bring a new product to the market here that will substantially reduce that reliance on such a high load of herbicide. From an economic point of view and a logistic point of view and environmental point of view, it's got a lot of benefits over current systems and methods in that high density situation.
One of the great advantages of this chemical is that it has a good environmental profile in terms of grass safety. So this is an area which should be a natural grassland, so we want the grasses, we want to keep the grasses, take out the weeds and restore it back to a grassland situation. So yeah, the grass is growing quite happily under the trees. There is a range of things that need to be looked at, introducing the desirable species back into it. It's not just controlling the weeds that we need to trial, there's lots more down the track. Is what impacts do we have on revegetation with native species? Can we seed into these areas? Can we introduce plants, or is there already native plants there which will come in and colonise once you take the weeds out? So there's a lot more to it than just killing the weeds. So it is an ongoing process. We've only collecting the data today, so that's got to be analysed and number crunched, but visually what we're seeing is looking extremely promising, so we're quite excited about what's happening in this particular situation.
In a classic Pinus contorta stand like behind me, you can get up to 10,000 stems per hectare. We're operating at a scale which is much bigger than anything that's been tackled before in New Zealand, and this is the first trials we've done under the experimental licence where after the first year we've arrived to do our tagging and flagging and measuring, where every single tree in the plot is dead, which is one of the best results we've had in a decade. And that's really encouraging, and we were rapt when we found this, so we're really hopeful that this is how we're going to move forward.